Welcome to the Inside Out podcast. I'm your host, Jojo, and this is where we will navigate the mess together. That is mental, emotional, and spiritual. Let's get into it. Well, welcome to my first official episode of Inside Out, and thank you so much for your support and tuning in. I really appreciate the fact that you're taking time out of your busy day to support this, support me, and hopefully we'll be able to reframe some things that we're thinking about and live happier, more aligned lives and figure out how to do that from the inside out. So, a little bit about me. I'm currently living in New York City. I've been here for 9 years, which is insane. I moved here for college and I stayed. I came out here actually for acting, and I still act. I work in fashion. I do some modeling, and it's an all-encompassing world of entertainment. I also have a very spiritual background, a very holistic background. My parents actually studied Kabbalah my whole life. So I grew up around this very spiritual foundation of tools and technologies. And they can really shift the way that you live your life. For me personally, it's been completely life-changing. And even though I've been around Kabbalah since I was a kid, I think I was about 6 years old when my parents found Kabbalah, I actually didn't choose to study this until I was 22. And it took me going through a really pivotal point in my life. Something very challenging happened, and it was very difficult. And it made me come to Kabbalah as an adult and really choose to learn about myself and uncover certain patterns that I had in my life, why I do certain things, why certain situations keep playing on a loop, even if it's with a completely different person. It's like, why am I attracting that exact same narrative with a completely different package? Asking myself, what can I change in myself in order to evolve and not keep attracting that same exact story? My main goal with starting Inside Out and creating this conversation is to really figure out A, why we do certain things, and B, how we can be more intentional with ourselves and live lives that we actually want to lead. And I'm really hoping that through my own personal experiences, my vulnerability, and different conversations that we will have on this podcast, whether that be with a guest or me answering questions or diving into topics that you guys are interested in, that we are really able to navigate the gap between how we want our lives to be, the trajectory that we're on, and how to really make that all flow together into something that we're really proud of. So Inside Out is going to be rooted in these concepts of alignment. And I'm going to share things that have really transformed my life and how I've been able to take very challenging situations, reframe them, transform them. And hopefully through my vulnerability and authenticity, this will inspire anyone out there who's listening to maybe reflect on their own lives or find strength to do the same. Or maybe this will just be something that you're going through as well, and that you can relate to, and maybe you can apply similar tools that I've used in my life to maybe your situation. And now everyone's situation is going to be completely different and completely their own in their own way with their different circumstances. Maybe it's going to be way more painful. Maybe it's not going to be as dramatic as mine. Whatever it is that you are going through and where you are coming from, I welcome it. And I welcome you on this journey with me. I'm starting from a place where I want to be very open and raw and real and vulnerable with my experiences, my past, my story, my way through life that has got me here to start this podcast. And I anticipate having many conversations and topics that maybe some of the closest people in my life don't even know about. Maybe they do. Maybe I'm a broken record to some of you. Maybe it's going to inspire you or help you, get through it in a way that maybe I wasn't able to. Maybe you'll learn from my mistakes. Maybe you'll learn from my struggles. And whatever your process is through going inside out is something that I am really looking forward to sharing with you guys. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for taking the time. I really hope that this will add value, inspiration, maybe a different way in or a different way through whatever process it is that you are going through. I'm really excited to navigate this mess together. And again, when I say mess, I'm referring to mental, emotional, and spiritual. So my goal here is to really figure out the way that we want our lives to be so that we can live them truthfully, authentically, and have a beautiful existence and make it just the best it can be with the hand that we're dealt, with the circumstances that we have, and hopefully see everything in a more positive light. So that being said, go ahead and follow on Instagram. The handle is @_insideout.podcast. Make sure to tune in weekly and subscribe wherever you listen to your podcasts. And please make sure to share this with a friend who you think might benefit from all this. Okay. Well, thank you again, and I'll see you next week.